When Biggie was in LA, was he getting death threats? Because if you look at the Notorious movie, it's a scene where Biggie and Little C's coming out the tattoo shop, and Little C's he get a phone call telling him that him and Biggie need to watch their back. Was that scene true?
Bruh, I couldn't tell you personally because Big had his own security. You understand? And Paul and them was with them. But that scene at the tattoo shop, that shit was made up. You understand? The shit that they put on their arm, I got from my friend. They wanted to know uh, that verse. So I spoke to a young lady who was real religious and found that verse in the Bible. You know, I fear no evil. The one, I forgot the name of the verse, but it was about I fear no evil. The Lord is my shepherd; I shall not want. You know what I'm saying? He leads me, some shit like that. You know what I mean? Excuse me, but she gave me the verse. I gave it to Puff. Puff put it on his arm too. Puff, Lil C's, and I think probably D-Rock and Big. You understand? All of them put it on their arm. I don't remember nobody saying or picking up a phone and saying that, oh, we got threatened or somebody threatened again. Anytime I knew Big was being threatened, Big was joking. Yeah, for real? Wow. Yeah, taking it like that. If you see him saying that shit on the phone, I knew just at that time that that's probably been somebody been doing a threat to him. You understand what I'm saying? But I couldn't pinpoint, you understand, other than the stuff that I was getting from the streets and the people that was out there and people that I knew that was in the game. You understand what I'm saying? I had real gangsters. Unique from Mecca Audio. Called me from ADX. He underground in Colorado with El Chapo. Calling me. He wasted his phone call. You understand what I'm saying? He called me from ADX. Nobody believed me. Yo, Unique don't fuck with that nigga like that. Unique don't. What Unique do when he came out of jail? What did Unique do? He went on somebody's platform. He said, I called Big Gene because I knew he would get the information to him. You understand? This somebody did 26 years in the federal jail as a kingpin, brother. He called me to save Biggs' them life. Tell them niggas not to go nowhere. It's a hit on them. You get this information from a kingpin, brother. Chaz Williams, they got him as robbing 160 banks on American Gangster. He give me the information. Man, y'all don't go nowhere. Fall back. I'm telling them, bruh, what are you gonna do? You got two gangsters telling you. You got Jodeci. Was Davin? Yeah, Davin. Was hanging with Stevie J. Man, we ain't going to that party. You still want to go? Sometime I wish, man, that when Puff told me, yo, Gene, you ain't gotta go, I should have listened to that nigga. I should have listened to that nigga. Then maybe Big would have said, nigga, your own security ain't going. Fuck am I going for? But then you know what niggas would have said? Yo, that nigga Big Gene had something to do with it. He was the only gun. He had his only gun. He was the only security out there. And, you know, for Puff, why he ain't go? That's what he was paid to do, because niggas ain't listening. They would have flipped it. And it really would have been a war, dog. Because at the time, I had, God bless the dead, my brother Wink, my brother Chris, my brother Marlon, and my brother Red. They was not letting nothing happen to me. And if something would have happened to me, these niggas would have had something to answer to. You hear me? So they would have flipped the script if I didn't go. Nothing you could do out there, man. They was wrong for being out there. Listen, nobody never asked Puff this question. I could find 100 pictures at award shows. I could find 1,000 pictures at parties. Why didn't your lead man, the head of all bad boy security operations, didn't go? Anthony Wolf Jones. Why he didn't go, Puff? And if he would have been truthful, he'd have said the same thing Wolf told me. Puff ain't going out there right. He not going out there right. That can mean a whole lot of shit, bro.
You always say that Puffy wasn't close friends with Biggie, right? But I mean, you did say earlier that Biggie, Little C's, and D-Rock got matching tattoos in LA, and Puffy got matching tattoos with them. And if I'm not mistaken, Biggie, D-Rock, and Little C's, they was childhood friends, right? So I don't know, man. I mean, them getting matching tattoos is something close friends do, right?
Bro, matching tattoos make you friends? It could just be some shit to do. It's a Bible verse. It's a Bible verse. Peep gang, bro. Art, tell me how you feel. You gave me $200,000. You gave me let's keep it between me and you. You paid me to do a motherfucking interview. I got you, Art. I got you. Cash at me. You cash at me the money. Then, interview comes up. Art, I'm a little fucked up. Throw me a couple of more dollars on top of that, and I'm gonna give you the interview of the life. You throw me a few more dollars because you want to do good business with me. It's time to do the interview. I give you some lame ass motherfucking excuse and I ain't fucking with you and I ain't dealing with you like that and I'm taking your money, you understand? How would you feel?
I'll be mad as hell, y'all. I want my money back. At that point, I'll be like, yo,
Fuck you, I ain't giving you nothing back, nigga. Get it. Get it the best way you can.
I mean, then at that point, man, it's gonna have to get physical then. I mean, if he playing with my money, then, it's gonna have to get physical, man. He gonna have to get touched up. I mean, at that
now,
point.
we gonna stop right there. I don't want to hear what you got to say right now. We gonna stop right there. Puff gave that nigga $200,000. I own your publishing. First of all, I take 50 of your publishing off the top. Now you got 50 to deal with. The producers get 20-something%. You got 20-something%. I'm going to buy that from you. So now I got 70% of the Notorious Big. Anything come out of his motherfucking mouth, anything he write, I got 70% of it. It's mine. He turns around, take that, and the same niggas that told him to sell it to Puff tells him, change the name on the publishing. Change the name, Big. Put it in somebody else's name. Tatiana can't write a damn thing at that age, but he puts it in his daughter's name. Justin ain't never wrote nothing the Lock said. But because Puff owned a publishing at the time, the publishing, Puff put it in Justin's name. So how do you think the Locks felt when Puff's son is getting a publishing and it's his name? How do you think Puff felt when Big changed the name on Lil C's album? Lil C's came out and said, yo, I never wrote a rhyme while Big was alive. Did you ever hear him say that, Art?
Yeah, I heard that.
All right. If he never wrote a rhyme and he got a whole fucking album, who you think done it? And why don't Puff own the publishing on that? If he said Big wrote it. That was the fight in the studio that night, brother. Lil' Kim on the way selling 5 million motherfucking albums. You gotta get my book, man. I talk about that shit in my book, bro. I talk about that shit in my book. Bruh. Puff all in Big face. I dare you to say you wrote Lil' Kim album. Because he had witnesses right there. Wouldn't you be mad, man? How much is a friend of you? How much friend are you mine now, Art? How cool are we now? We got matching tattoos, Art. How cool are you now? How good are we, Art? Our tattoos match, man. But you didn't rob me for $200,000, nigga. Is you crazy?